Hey everybody, as you can see above me, the water, and it's dripping still. I don't know why. Um, it snowed, so it's not even raining, and we had rain earlier last week. This didn't happen. Um, Actually, it snowed last night after when I got home. Saw this, and I'm like, where is this coming from? So, one time before, like years and years and years ago, we had a bit of water in that light fixture too. Um, Not as much as it was last night. Like the whole bowl was full. Hey, Steve, look at my ceiling. It's, yeah, it's in my pot. It made like this much water overnight. Yeah, I'm making coffee right now. Cause it's gonna be a long day. I do have somebody coming. A friend of mine, a friend of mine's friend who's handy, to come and look where it's coming from because I can't, I can't do, I can't have that. We had this leak one time in the bathroom from our tub that made a bubble in the ceiling like that. And then they fixed, we had somebody fix it. I know I need to get that fixed. I just don't even know where it's coming from. Because it snowed last night. Like, come here. I'll show you outside. I'm like, it's not like it's raining out. Like, when snow, big fluffy snow. Here, I did that last night. About 4 inches. Maybe 3 inches. So, like, it's not even raining. Yeah, see, I'm not handy, so I don't know. I'm like, because I turned on the light. Well, that's the thing. I came home last night from swimming, and I turned on the light, and this light was flickering. See, see, that one was like turned off. I looked up and I'm like, oh, the light bulb's out. I'm like, no, see, it's flickering. So I turned it off because the other one is fine. But I'm like, that is just water. But what's interesting, so above us here, like above here, is maybe my bedroom's on this side, but I think that's just the roof to here. So there might be just something where the second floor wall and the roof connect somewhere around here, maybe. But there's no other leakage in the household. So there's no other leakage in the household. So I have no idea what. So I do have somebody coming, but they can't come until this afternoon. Actually, he works nights. Um, his full-time job is he works nights, and then he also has his contractor license, but he works nights for like Brinks. He gets paid more doing that. So he does a drive the Brinks truck from here to Montreal at night. Well, I'm gonna wait. I don't want to pop it myself. I want to wait until he comes because I don't know what I should do. Like, he's coming at like 12. Uh, Kanata, so Ottawa, Ontario. So I should try and pop it. No, no. Here, I'll go show you my house on the outside. Here, I'll take you outside. I'll have my make sure I have my data on. Yeah. Let's see, it's dripping. It's not a flat roof. But we've had a wicked winter of cold and warm and cold and warm, so that, like, in my backyard there, my east trough, my downspout froze, so I had to get that repaired last week because there was stuff. It's wet, sticky snow, but I mean, so yes, it's nicely fresh snow. Our snowbanks are like huge, but We've got lots of just snow. Makes it nice and clean. Right now it's actually warm. It's probably about maybe 0 or -2. I'll have to ask Google when I get inside. But yeah, so it's not a flat roof, so it's all peaks. And of course, this like happens when my husband's in California for a conference. It's like, okay, I try and manage to do stuff myself. Like I took the light fixture off the because the light bulb's in the water. That's how much water there was in there. Probably. I don't know. I know our backyard one was, and the friend who's coming today, who's the handyman, he unfroze it. But I got a new roof. Like literally, my roof is only like 7 or 8 years old. So yeah, so should I try and poke that now or wait till he comes? Well, if I need a new roof, it's under warranty, so they will replace it. But they can't do anything until like the spring. Like you need can't move. It's one thing. The rest of the house is fine. We almost got this thing paid off. No, just ice dam somewhere. Okay. Move to Florida. Yeah, you guys don't have health care. We would be broke. The amount of health care, like okay, yesterday, the hospital for my daughter for an appointment. Okay, free. Okay. Next week, I go to the hospital for an appointment, and my daughter does for 2 appointments. I'm sorry. You know, that's, you know, that would break the bank. Oh, where did I put my coffee? No, because I have. So it was dripping at two different spots. So should I pop it or wait? Like, because the problem is to pop it like hitting the ceiling. I'm short. Okay, like okay, like the ceiling here. So ceiling is real. Like it's 8 foot ceilings. Once you're down, you get healthy. Mm, not really. My aunt and my cousin live in Florida. They live in Homestead. They're not healthy. They keep on having to pay off medical bills, and one of them is a nurse. Actually, my aunt was a nurse for years, and then retired, had health issues. And my niece is a nurse in a retirement home or that, and they keep on having health. I'm like they work in the field, never have medical bills. Hey Amanda, look at my ceiling. Go, just don't go. Yep, I have somebody coming. So I came home last night, went swimming with my youngest daughter and her friend at the pool. My oldest didn't want to go, and came back, come into the kitchen. Um, I want to pop. Yeah, well, that's what they were saying to pop it, and I'm like, well, should I pop it or wait until the guy comes to see it? He's going to be here 2.5 hours or so. Yeah, it's like a big zit. You just go, poke. Try to put the carrot. There we go. Poke, poke, poke. See, that's why I'm thinking because I'm short. So what I'd have to do is, okay, so right now I have my bucket on my little stool thing. My little stool thing. It's dripping. That's how much water since 11. Of course, I used my dirty pot because that's what I could find. There's water in it to get the electric. Water. Okay. Should I try and pop it? Okay. Really? Is it that bad? Okay, I'm going to try and do something. Prepare for mess. Yeah. That's what I should probably do first, is to remove all the other stuff and close drawers. Before I go and try and pop it. Yeah. You have accurate dreams. I have a leak in my light fixture. Not so good. I do have somebody coming. Yes. And it'll hopefully not break the bank. Hopefully it's an easy fix. Because if I just have to pay for his time, that's fine. If I have to, like, do more investigation and stuff, then that just means there's more stuff. I don't know. I have no idea. And my husband's in California, so he's still sleeping. Like, he doesn't. I'm like, yeah. He's like 3 hours earlier than us right now because of the time change and stuff. Well, it's always been 3 hours, but it's now an hour later because of spring. Because they always change it right at the beginning of March break so that kids can get used to the time change. Hey, Granny B. Yes. The joys, and it's not even raining, so it's winter. It just snowed last night, so I did a big dump of snow. It's like a kind of wet snow. It is a bit warm, like for winter, so it's like probably about -5 or maybe 0. But all like the past couple weeks, we've had rain and then snow and rain and snow and stuff like that. And when it rained, it didn't leak. So I don't know where this is coming from. Like somebody was saying, like in your roof, there's like these little tunnels where water goes. When I think the tunnels come here. Yes, yes. Well, that's the plan. Once we figure out what's going on here. So, problem is, hubby has all that information, and he's in California for the CSUN conference and stuff like that. I mean, I'll get it from him when he has when he gets my message because I've already messaged him, going hello, but he's still sleeping. So, but I just thought I would share with you, real life, and one of the reasons why also it's been like I've not been on much. We had like freezing the downspout in the back, so that's the other part of the house. And it was going into the siding, like it froze all the way up. So all I can say is at least it wasn't cracked uh, foundation. So we already got like seriously, like we need more holes in the head. Like we need this like a hole in the head. But we haven't had like this is our worst winter yet. Like this is the most snow, the coldest, everything. Like the weirdest weather. It's been warm, cold, like constant, like rain, freeze, like flash freeze. It's never happened like that before. So I mean, we've had winters where there's been lots of snow, and then we've had winters where it's been very cold. Like last year was very cold. Um, Here we've had a bit of both all the time. So it's like damned if you do, damned. I'm like all I can say is that, I'm lucky that in the spring where our ground is, we're on a hill, so we don't get flooded. Unless I guess there's a lot. My friends who live down the like down on the hill, more on the bottom of the hill, they get flooded. Sometimes if they don't, um, if the grading, because their neighbors, what happened? Their neighbors graded their yard, and it goes down into theirs, so their backyard is like a pool. So they have little troughs to make the water go away, type thing. But I'm just hoping we'll have a wet spring and summer. Like we had a really, really wet summer too last year. So, um, but so far with it raining, we don't have a leak. So figure that one out. Like I don't understand. So, but big mountains of snow melting here, so we're having lots of mini floods. Yeah. Well, we've just had a big dump of snow. We had like 2 to 3 inches of snow yesterday, like the big fluffy stuff. Um, that's heavy-ish because it's wet. Yeah, flooding. I've dealt with flooding. I've had my basement flood because our water heater that we rented cracked, and it was only like 6 years old. Like we moved in, and like 6 years after we moved in, it cracked, and it was like maybe a year older. Because they're like, why did this, like, it looks newer than our furnace and everything like that. And it leaked. Oh, that was fun. And our basement is not graded flat towards the drain. So, which it went all the way around the basement towards the drain. And where it went around was where we had furniture. So we didn't notice it right away because it was underneath the furniture. It wasn't where we were walking, right? And then when we noticed, we're like, oh, well, first we thought, well, we noticed it was by where the cat dishes were. Well, maybe they spilled water, right? And another time we noticed by the bathroom. Well, maybe there was like overspilled water or whatever. No, and then all of a sudden, poof, I had a dumpster in my front yard for like a month cleaning that freaking thing. It closed all the trail. It flooded, yeah. See, see that bubble is new. The dripping, I came last night. I removed the the cover. Where's the cover? I put the cover down somewhere. Well, I got actually my daughter Rowan helped me because I was trying to do it and I couldn't get the little knobby. My fingers were getting stuck. I ended up retightening it. Now, where did I put the lid to it? Oh, here it is. So this whole thing was filled. Like you could see even the watermark, like right there. Like the light bulb was in the water. So when I came in, I turned on the light, and I'm like, okay, light's out. And I'm like, oh, then I noticed the water. So I'm like, turn off the light. Here, come down, y'all. Yes, but in Florida, see, Florida, you have hurricanes and tornadoes, and yes, yes, I do. So I call. So last night I texted my friend, the guy who helped me before. He's a handyman. So it's a friend of a friend who's a handyman. So now I'm considering his my friend. I'm like, he's coming to my house. He's my friend. Last night, but I knew he was working, so he works the overnight shift. He drives the Brinks trucks. So he called me this morning, said he was going to sleep for a couple of hours, and then he was going to come over around just after noon. So I'm like, okay. So he's going to come and do that. Yeah, that's what he said. Yes, because I like. Well, I if it did, I do have fire alarms that work. So fire alarm, carbon monoxide. Yes, I don't need this like a whole nut. Because of course, this is happening when I'm home alone with the kids because hubby's in a whole other country. 3-hour time difference away. So that's fun. Not. But I'm gonna let you go because I want to try and get this coffee and try and do the dishes before he comes. Because my sink, well, is full of dishes. There, see, my sink is full of dishes because we did not do them yesterday. And I cleaned up my fridge yesterday of containers for the agreement, and so I have all these dishes. There, I've rinsed them, but they have to be washed. So get those done before you know he comes, and then try and tidy up here because if we have to pop that bubble, I don't want a whole bunch of ceiling crap on clean dishes. I hope so too. All I can say is these things, it is what it is. You gotta deal with it. You gotta put out the fire, put out the leak, put out whatever, and just move on. Yes, I will try and do one maybe tomorrow or this afternoon. Like whenever this is dealt with, I will try and do something. Yes, I miss you too. I've like with March break, it was very crazy, dealing with a bunch of stuff, and just very exhausting. Yeah, don't forget to give a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, check out my other videos. More will be coming. I've been editing some, so you'll be seeing some more soon. The one I just posted just before this live stream I did last night in the dark to show you what I came home to. It was interesting. But this too shall pass. And it's not the end of the world. It can get fixed. So,